Welcome to the Today in History channel. In today's video we will talk about the day, May 6, 1856. Sigmund Freud is born. The Austrian neurologist who would revolutionize clinical psychology and psychiatry was born in Freiberg, Germany, in 1856. Graduated from the Faculty of Medicine at the University of Vienna, he obtained the qualification to teach neuropathology in 1885, although he soon devoted himself to psychiatry. He went to Paris to attend Charcot courses at the Hospital de Salpêtrière, study his theories, and become familiar with the hypnotic techniques employed in the treatment of hysterism and other nervous disorders. He returned to Vienna, but returned again to France to learn Bernheim's hypnotic suggestive methods of healing. Again in Vienna, he became interested in Joseph Breuer's cathartic method of curing a hysterical young woman through hypnotism to overcome her inhibitions, causing her to evoke details of her life regarding these symptoms. Sigmund Freud and Breuer published in 1895 studies on hysteria, the germ of psychoanalytic therapy, clarifying the existence of unconscious idioaffective conflicts as premises and causes of a neurotic condition, and the possibility of returning affection to its normal state. Freud replaced hypnosis with the technique of relaxation and free association, in which he invites the patient to speak freely about whatever comes to mind, linking the ideas without an established order. He also brought up the sexual nature of most of the emotions related to forgotten situations. Thus Freudian psychoanalysis was born as a technique for exploring the subconscious, psychotherapy, and general psychological theory. Freud discovered that the contents of the subconscious could be expressed both in neurotic symptoms and in aspects that are not merely pathological, and, above all, in dreams, to whose interpretation he dedicated a fundamental work, The Interpretation of Dreams, 1900, and in many daily acts. Adult sexuality seemed to him conditioned by childhood facts and experiences, a theme developed in 3 essays on the theory of sexuality, 1905. Further on, Freud established the psychodynamics of the subconscious's conflicts in the interaction of 3 psychic components of the personality, the ID, the ego, and the superego, whose nature and function described in Beyond the Pleasure Principle, 1920, Mass Psychology and Analysis of the Me, 1921, and the Me and the ID, 1923. At first, he believed that sexual instincts were opposed to self-affirmation impulses, which dominated ego instincts, although he soon described the fundamental instinctual conflicts in terms of love and destruction. Certain relationships between neurotic manifestations and the customs of wild peoples led him to study the primitive psyche, as reflected in Totem and Taboo, 1913. In 1910, the International Psychoanalytic Association and the first periodicals dedicated exclusively to psychoanalysis were founded. Freud's notoriety grew, and in 1909 he was invited to give a series of lectures at Clark University in Massachusetts. In 1926 he published a profound study on anguish, inhibition, symptom and anguish, and in 1930 he received the Goethe Prize from the city of Frankfurt. Because of the Nazi occupation of Austria, Freud expatriated to London, where he died in 1939. Did you like the video? In the description you will find the blog link with the full article. Give an incentive by subscribing to the channel, liking, commenting, and sharing with your friends. Hugs. Until the next.